Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I am going to be doing another blog read because I have been going through some stuff recently and I wanted to share this blog so that I could get my thoughts, experiences out there, and yeah, just try and help some other people feel less alone. So that's why I am going to be reading my blog of dealing with negative thoughts today. But if you like this video, then make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And also, if you want me to read more of my blogs or you want to check out my blog, if you want to find my blog, then into Google you just search this. I thought that I would film today's video outside just because it's nice, like listening to the birds, and I come and sit outside quite often, so I just thought that I would have a little change of scenery. It's quite beautiful. The green behind me looks very nature-esque. I don't know, just very it girl, whatever. But anyway, I am gonna read the blog for you now. So, hello, welcome to or back to Talks with Tia. Today's blog post, I will be sharing my experience with negative thoughts and how I deal with those thoughts. I would like to start by mentioning that today's blog post is about suicidal thoughts, anxiety and depression. If those topics are something which you are currently struggling with and you wish to avoid, please feel free to miss out on this one. Recently, I have had a lot going on in my life. A lot of things which I have shared in my blog posts or on YouTube videos, but there are a lot of things which I have purposely left unsaid. Life can be chaotic. It's this constant roller coaster of things calming down and then suddenly erupting and burning down. That's how it feels to me anyway. I feel like I have really tried in the past couple of years to regain the peace in the chaos. I've done the work behind closed doors and I've come so far as a person and as a woman. However, life likes to humble us when we least expect it. It's continually testing my patience and strength. Although I've worked so hard to get to the place that I have, there are a lot of days where I still struggle with suicidal thoughts and thoughts of loneliness and self-hatred. I think that this is something which not a lot of people would still know about me or recognise in me. But I wanted to share this to help others. A lot of the time when I am having suicidal thoughts, it's when I have multiple things going wrong at the same time. It becomes overwhelming to the point where I just want to make it stop. In the moment, my mind is racing. I'm completely dissociated from my thoughts and my body. I start to take myself to these dark places of which I used to live in. What I mean by this is, when I was really at my lowest and weakest point, I lived in the darkest part of my mind all day, every day. After that point, I started working on what made life worth it for me, what made me feel safe, calm or relaxed. The steps I had taken are tools that I now use to deal with these episodes I suffer with. I just wanted to note that although the advice I'm about to give of how I deal with my mental struggles, each person is different. It is extremely difficult to pick yourself up when you're at your lowest point, when you feel like there's no point or you haven't got the energy to try anymore. But each day is progress, and eventually we will all be able to get to a place where we can find peace in our chaos. I'm going to start off with the most important part of your well-being, taking care of yourself. This takes many forms and shapes for all of us. I like to do things for myself, such as getting off my phone / social media, going on walks and eating healthy / my favourite foods. These are all forms of self-love for me, as they all help me ground myself and give me energy. Another thing I've recently started doing is going out and enjoying the sun. As somebody who has really struggled with anxiety and body dysmorphia, I've tried to avoid going out in the sun for many years. It has been a massive trigger for me for many years, wearing summer clothes or wearing them out in public. I've been bullied a lot of my life for my body type or how my body looks. The bullying and societal pressures have caused me a lot of stress, trauma and mental strain in terms of how my body looks. This is something that I still struggle with, and it's something that has been ingrained into my brain since childhood. We are taught what the perfect body type is, what's attractive and ugly, all a bunch of nonsense created by equally just as insecure people. That's why I'm sharing my experiences and am aiming to make a big change in the future of mental health. I think it's important to deeply understand and love yourself one day in your life. I think we owe it to ourselves to find that peace of mind. I've managed to find some of that peace in my chaotic life. I'm continually trying to remind myself of all the positive things in my life. In the dark moments, I try to regain control of my thoughts by being grateful yet understanding of all the progress that I've made. I take those moments to reflect myself of all the times that I thought everything was over, where I didn't think I would make it, or I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Time obviously is a healer, but in those moments, it's really hard to grasp that. It feels like for me that the feeling will never go away, the feelings that things are always going to be broken or going wrong. That's why I have to remember to be grateful that I made it through. I got myself, along with the help of others, through those tough times, so my strength is unbreakable. I've come back and forth from the depths of hell in my mind probably at least 10 times since I struggled with anxiety and depression. That is something that I have to constantly remind myself in my episodes or in daily life. If I could get through probably the worst things I've ever had to face, I can be strong enough to face this and the rest life throws at me. I can be strong enough to face this and the rest life throws at me. Xoxo. Thank you for reading today's blog post. So that is the end of the blog post. And if you wanted to check it out, then you can obviously search xoxo.blog on the internet, and you can also check it out in the description below, because I will be leaving a little link so you can follow along whilst I read it, or you can check out any other posts that I've made. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little blog read. I definitely enjoyed reading, and also I will try and make as much of an impact on the future of mental health as I can. As somebody that really struggles with it, I want to make a difference. I want things to change. I want things to be easier. I just don't want medication to be the only thing that is pushed on people, and I want there to be more things we can do, and definitely talking about things and getting your experiences out there definitely helps, just because you feel so much less alone, which is definitely something that you feel in times of depression, anxiety. But yeah, I would like to help a lot more people, and I will be sharing a lot of resources, and I will be creating like a whole blog post just dedicated to resources that you can use, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, then make sure you like it, comment and subscribe. But I shall see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.